Good afternoon, welcome to my channel, Fat to Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I've lost 181 pounds on a ketogenic journey. During the quarantine, I gained 23 pounds. I got it all off in the month of April, and it was only because there was no meat and stuff. It was not by choice. Once I found meat, hello weight loss again. I'm still struggling to lose the last bit of my weight, which is anywhere between 30 and 50 pounds. I'm not sure where I want to go. Thursdays are my weigh-in days. If you follow my channel, you would see that there were no videos on Thursday. No, I didn't make one. I didn't make one Friday. I'm trying to force myself to make one now. Put makeup on and everything so I can not cry. So there was a stray cat that came here in February. She came and went. I called her Callie. She was very, very beautiful and the sweetest thing I ever met. We thought someone had hurt her because she came back to us around the 3rd or 4th of May with a little limp, and it looked like a burn on her tail. And I thought she would get better, and yes, I'm a single mom. I don't have money to take her to the vet, and she's not mine, and they wanted shot records and all kind of stuff and proof that she's mine, and she's not. But she got worse, and she couldn't move her legs, and I called crying hysterical to all kind of vets trying to get someone to talk to me or anything, and they told me of an animal shelter to take her to, and I did, and it turned out that, and I have had cats and dogs my whole life, and I have never heard of this. You can get bit by a tick and get something called a wolf worm, and some cats can pull through it, and others can't, and it paralyzes them, and you only have the first day or two to even try to save them. And they said, once you start seeing the signs and you see the mark on their tail, they probably had it for a while, over a week, and it was too late. By the time she had come back here, it might have been why my other cats didn't like her, because she had an infection and no one knew it, and she was so sweet. So they took care of her because her lungs were almost, it moved up so quickly within the 24 hours from her legs to her lungs. So, I don't mean to make a sad video. I've been not making one because of this. So, I'm going to try not to talk about her anymore, because, just give me a second. Okay. So I'm going to try to get through this video without crying, so I'm not going to talk about her anymore, because I will just bawl. I have been bawling since Wednesday. I know she wasn't my cat, but she was so beautiful and so sweet. And we all keep forgetting, because we go outside and we call her. And she answered. I named her Callie, and she answered to Callie. We have tons of stray cats. Some that's been here for 2+ years and had generations of cats, but they don't let you near them. But they come and ask for food every day. They come to the porch, looks through the glass window, and meows for you to take them food. But you try to get near them, and no way. But she loved to be pet. She was someone's cat. I don't know who she belonged to. It's not like you can walk around here and knock on neighbors' doors. You will be met with a gun, and they will want to know how you got on their property, because everyone owns tons and tons of acres, and you have no right to trespass. There's tons of trespass signs. And yes, even going to ask someone about a cat is not a safe thing around here. Welcome to the South Country, where no one really knows each other and are not friendly. Yeah, I don't like that part about this area. Oh, got makeup in my eye too. So, I did do my weigh-in Thursday. I weighed, 202.8, so I am up 5 pounds. I had been up 5 pounds last week from all the physical work. I know it from overdoing my body. I don't know if any of y'all have adrenal gland issues, but when I exercise too much, work out too much, do yard work too much, my weight will go up 5 pounds. I'm also in severe pain everywhere, horrible headache, and the headache's probably from the crying. Plus, you know, when you're upset, you can go up in weight just like that. I will be honest, when I took her that day, I wanted to eat a whole bag of Oreos. I wanted a pizza. I eat my emotions. I don't like to cry. I prefer to eat something carby. I ate 1 Oreo, which is 8 carbs, and I am normally doing 1 carb a day, so that was a lot of carbs for me, and I stopped myself. And it wasn't, I just realized that that cookie might taste good, but eating 100 or 200 or more carbs isn't going to do nothing but swell my body and make me upset, and it's only going to make me forget for 2 seconds. So instead, for the first time in my life, me and my daughter, just cried for days. She's still crying. Instead of trying to eat my emotions away so I don't cry, I felt them. I wasn't a huge eater, but when I would get upset, I would eat sugar, like cake or some ice cream or cookies, something to press down the tears because I don't like to cry. And I didn't do that. This is the first time in my life. I didn't even reach for the Slim Fast little peanut butter cups or the caramel ones that I have or Kiss My Keto bar. Like, I didn't reach for anything bad. After that 1 Oreo, which, you know, depending on what keto you do, if you do really dirty keto and it fits in your macros, you might be saying, oh, that was no big deal. That was only 8 carbs. And the truth is, it didn't make my weight go up. It was just 1 cookie, but most people can't stop at 1 cookie. The old me couldn't either. But I didn't binge on anything, keto or not keto. After that, I just went and ate my normal food. So I've had, what did I have? I've had bacon every day. I've had boneless, skinless chicken breast each day from, we made it on the grill. I used turmeric. I'm huge on turmeric, so I had turmeric and Himalayan salt on mine. I had that for 2 days in a row. And I had some of the smoked pork, 2 ounces of it, which is 2 carbs. And of course my collagen coffees. So I didn't add any snacking. I didn't add anything bad. I didn't even eat the healthy hot dogs that I have that's, you know, supposedly clean, made of turkey, blah, blah, blah. I didn't even eat those. So I'm really proud of myself not binging and not going and eating, whether it was keto or real sugar, to cope. So I also got my test results back, but they're on my phone. So I gotta turn on my computer and I will read those test results to you. Alright, so I'm gonna try to read this off to y'all. My echo of my heart came back perfectly fine, which is a really good thing. I just still have my normal heart palpitations and high blood pressure, which is not from keto. It's mainly from stress. So my sodium came back 142, which is completely fine. I'm not even gonna read the numbers. I'm just gonna, some I will. So potassium's fine, chlorine, whatever is fine. Carbon dioxide, the bun, the creatine, the calcium, total protein, my alkalines, my bun, crit ratio, my glamaglobin, AG ratio, all completely normal. So my glucose, I was almost in trouble with for the first time because normal glucose is 74 to 106. And normally mine's 120 every time. Yes, I have a low A1C usually, but my blood test for my blood sugar is never low. So mine was 75 and they were like, yours is almost too low. I'm like, it's because I do a ketogenic diet. It's perfectly fine. It's not almost too low. So I was very happy with that. My GFR Not really sure. I think that has to do with the kidneys. I'll look it up later. It's a little high, so I'll have to look that up. So then they did a lipo panel. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, which is cholesterol, triglycerides, HDML, VLD, LDL, and all that good stuff. You know, the stuff your heart doctors usually yell at you about. So when I went in there and told them that I've been doing mostly carnivore, they already didn't like that I did keto. And when I said carnivore, he's like, so we're coming back with a really bad cholesterol test, aren't we? No, I promise it's going to be lower than it ever was before. And he was like, okay, especially how much bacon I eat. So my cholesterol came back at 93. The range is 50 to 200. So my cholesterol is perfectly fine. My triglyceride, which is 50 to 150 is the range, 119. Perfectly fine. These are lower numbers than I had last time. They get lower every time. Now my HDL, when I originally started before keto, it was almost a 0. Okay, you can die of a heart attack from having a 0 HDL. It's your good cholesterol. I did manage last year to get it above 40 because it needs to be between 40 and 90, but it's dropped back down to 32. And literally in the notes it says, why not try a ketogenic diet? Because if you don't know, HDL is exercise and eating fish, oily fish, like salmon and stuff. It's 2 tablespoons of coconut oil a day, and this is literally on the doctor's website. It is dousing everything with olive oil each day. It is eating healthy fats. We'll raise it. I really can't add any more exercise than I am because right now I am beat the heck up just by what I'm doing. But I can add some more olive oil. Not a big coconut fan unless I'm making a dessert. So I might, since I bought those chia seeds and hemp seeds and cacao powder and cacao butter, and I bought a bunch of stuff to make some kind of oatmeal gooey stuff, maybe I'll take some coconut oil and put up in there too and make it kind of like a, without the almond, like an almond joy thingy. I don't know. So I need to bring that number up a little. And that's the only bad thing. Everything else is completely, all the other LDLs and everything is in their perfect range. Like a normal LDL cholesterol is 0 to 29, well, 129, so 0 to 129, mine's at 80. My cholesterol and HDL ratio is a 4, and anything from 0 to 5 is good. My wrist, it's HDL / LDL risk ratio. I think it's what risk you're at or something. Is like a 0. Like, it's perfect. So I have no issues there. My magnesium is almost low again. It's like 1 point off of being below low. So if it shows up at all, it means you definitely got low magnesium. So I need to work on that, and that's what that chia seeds and all that crap's for. We're going to try to make something. There's a test called TSH. I have no clue what that is. Like, I'm going to be honest. I don't even know what it is, but I'm in normal range, I think. I don't even know. I think I'll have to look it up, because if y'all know what it is, you can explain to me in the little notes, because let me see if I can look it up while I'm talking to y'all. So most of these tests I know by heart, but I don't remember ever having this test. Oh, it's a thyroid test. Okay. Let's see. And that's what he was trying to find out. Let's see. What are the levels? Usually it tells me what the levels are, but that one, I mean, it gave me the numbers, but it didn't tell me if it was good or bad. I'm trying to find on the internet if that's a good number. Wait, the number's way lower than the lowest number they have on the list, so I'm thinking it's low. I go back in 9 or 6 weeks to discuss all my tests and to see if raising my blood pressure meds are good. Yeah. And I'm going to call and see if there's a way at my primary care to get the antibody test, because LabCorp sent me an email saying you can get it now. So I'm going to find out. Huh. I swear, none of these websites are like just cut and dry. Like, I want to put my numbers in and then you tell me what the answer is. And every time I do that, I guess no one's ever put my number in there, like those numbers. I don't know. Well, when I find out if it's a good number or bad number, I'll let y'all know. But, like I said, I'm not concerned about my weight right now. I'm doing everything right. I looked at videos last year. I did a TikTok video of showing off my weight loss because I had lost 181 pounds at that time. And I was really excited, and I did this video, and I look at it weighing like 20 pounds, almost less than I do right now. And guess what? I'm way bigger in those videos, and I'm wearing way bigger clothes, like hugely. I wear mediums right now. In those videos, I was wearing like 2X's and stuff, and my face was so chubby, and like, it's chubby right now because it's swollen, but not like this video that I'm talking about. Maybe if I can find a copy of it, I'll stick it in here and show y'all. But to me, it's drastic difference. Maybe I'll look for pictures too. It's just funny how your weight might be up, but it must be that I had more fat on me and more muscle now. That's all I can think of, because everything's so much smaller. I have clavicles now where I did not have them before. So the scale doesn't tell you everything, and I remind myself every time I remind y'all, I'm reminding myself that the scale doesn't tell you everything. I've had 5 pieces of bacon, half a collagen coffee. The bacon has not settled today. I left it in the pan while I did my makeup. It didn't get overcooked, but it soaked up the grease. And I can eat bacon because I put it in an air fryer and then wipe the grease all off with paper towels. I didn't do that this time, so the grease is just not settling on my tummy this morning. I don't have too many options for breakfast food because I can't do eggs any longer. Bacon's really it. Can't do sausage ever. So, and the country ham was stalling me really bad. So, bacon is it every morning with my collagen coffee. Which I think I'm about to go make me another one because it's 1:30 and I try to drink my coffees all before 3. And like I said, I call it half because I'm literally taking half a scoop or less than half a scoop for 20 ounces of coffee. And the coffee is diluted too because I should be using 6 tablespoons of coffee and I'm only using 3. So, and I'm only using a half to a quarter tablespoon of butter in each coffee. So the moral of the story on my test is everything seems to be fine other than I need to up my fats. Not from like, well, according to them, from like olive oils and coconut oils and stuff. And I need to up my magnesium. So, yeah. And she was the precious little baby, and I would put a montage in here, but I don't want to make people cry, and she was absolutely beautiful. And I know she wasn't mine, but we all fell in love with her. Even my dad keeps forgetting, and he goes out there in the morning and calls her so he could pet her, and she's not there no more. So it really sucks. I mean, we are trapped at home, and there was this kitty that we loved so much, and even my daughter wasn't having, like, she could be on the porch with her and not have an allergic reaction or asthma, and she is very allergic. Like, she's got EpiPens. But she's more allergic to dogs. But this cat did not affect her allergies at all. And we've never had that happen before. So my daughter had someone, like, we didn't let her touch it or get too close. But she would sit out there and talk to her and feed her and play with her with strings, like drag a string around. So it's really sad because that was the only glimmer of happiness my daughter had right now. As soon as it warms back up, I bought a special TV before all this happened, like back in January, but it was too cold. It's not a huge TV, it's like 30-something inches, to put on the porch so we could watch movies outside underneath the twinkle lights during the summer. The bigger ones would have been better. However, where are you going to store all those TVs? Like, I have a TV in every single room, and they're all like 40 to 50 inches or higher. So I had no room for anything bigger than 30-inch TV to carry in and outside because I don't want to leave it outside. It gets too much moisture here. So I'm going to do some movie nights outside with her. Maybe I'll do some live soon so we could just talk, but hopefully I can do a video tomorrow. I'm doing chicken on the grill tonight. We're back to grilling chicken outside, and it tastes so much better, and it's really fast and really juicy. I really love turmeric. It's one of my favorite flavors, turmeric and cumin together with some Himalayan salt. I'm hoping it doesn't stall me, though. We will see. Right now, I am under a lot of stress physically because we're still pulling up trees, planting dogwoods, doing all kind of stuff outside. So my body's under stress mentally and physically, and I'm having severe anxiety and really hard to sleep because I dream of my kitty and I wake up in tears. And I just met the cat in February. So I understand my boyfriend who cannot leave his home, like, come see me, who can't move here. I mean, putting Lucky on a plane is very risky. It's a 17-hour flight, and I don't think he would make it. He's over 20-something years old with a thyroid issue and a heart issue, and I understand that, like, if I only knew this cat for 2 months and it's killing me and it still hurts, I can imagine having a pet that long. I've never had pets that long because of my mom's allergies and stuff, and I used to be allergic to cats. I've never had animals inside. They've always been outside, and, you know, they just disappear. They come and go as they want. It's not like you own them. They own you to feed them type rules. That's how it's always been. I did have dogs in Florida when I was pregnant with my daughter, and a cat. I had a big baby Walkwaller, like, it was big. Daisy, she was big, and she was a baby, and she would sleep beside me, and the other people, the people I lived with, their dog was a Shih Tzu, and he would sleep down on my legs every night. And then I had a kitten in my hair and another kitten. Like, I was covered in animals when I slept every night. They thought when I laid down, it was time for them to come curl up on top of me, and 90% of them were in the EMI. So, and I had to say goodbye to all of them too. It really sucks. It's why I don't like to get attached to animals, because either they're going to go do their own thing and get themselves hurt, or I can't have them in houses to control their little running aways because of my daughter, my mom, and used to be me. But after I gave birth, I wasn't allergic to cats anymore. I think she was causing me to be allergic. So, and my cats, all of them, they don't like to be touched. Callie was the only one. I mean, they are so controlling too, these cats are. They will pace back and forth until either I see them up here or someone pays attention out my mom's house through the glass door. And they won't let you near them, and they'll run in front of you the whole way to their cart because they have a special cart to eat on. And they will run in front of you and turn around and make sure you're still following. And then they'll run right past it, turn around and sit and watch you pour it and make sure you back way away before they get on there. They've been here for years, okay? We spoil them even with sardines and tuna sometimes. I bought hot dogs, even though the pandemic's going on. I was allowed to buy 2 big packs of hot dogs, and I'm not trying to take hot dogs from anyone. I count them as they were my lunch. I decided to give my lunch to my kitties, but they still won't come near you. It doesn't matter what you feed them. It doesn't matter how nice you are for years, how much you talk to them. they aren't getting near you. One of my cats, Mittens, he disappeared over a year ago. He vanished. And when he came back with a crooked head, and I thought someone had hurt him, and he was very paranoid. And before he disappeared, I could almost touch and hold him, and he'd eat beside me. And then he is very, very paranoid. And come to find out, and so my other wild cats had hip issues, and I thought someone was running these cats over, or the pit bulls were getting them, because the pit bull did kill one of them. It's not our dog. It's a pack of them that just runs around. So, but come to find out, there's a huge thing around here with those stupid wolf worms that a lot of the animals get them. You can't stop it if they're outdoor animals, and if they survive, they're very paranoid, won't let you near them again, and their heads, a lot of them will be completely crooked and look like someone broke their head, and can have severe hip issues for the rest of their life because it paralyzes them all the way up. And the ones who don't get their lungs paralyzed or their heart, they're the ones who get to live, but they live with a mental condition and boo-boos for the rest of their life. So, and I didn't know that because I had pet cats here as a little girl, but I guess it comes from rabbits and rats, and there is a lot of rabbits out here. So it comes from a tick off of them or something. They were saying it has to be a blood transmitted insect to give it to them. And once you've seen the mark on your animal, or your animal starts limping, it's too late. So it's like, how are you supposed to know? But okay, let's think about something else. I've been running my mouth forever in this video. I'm so bruised up from when they did that echo. It wasn't hurting too much when she was pressing down with the ultrasound thingy wand on my whole entire chest, but the last 2 days I can't even touch it. John was screaming. I can't even put a bra on because I actually have bruises all over my chest from the pressing down of the little thingy to see my heart. And woo, yeah, feels like someone beat the heck out of me. Plus I do have fibromyalgia, and those are the areas that are very sensitive. This is my areas back here, behind my knee. If anyone touches behind my knee, oh my gosh, I will come out of the chairs or floor or wherever I am screaming. It is a very, very painful place for me, and it always has been. And we didn't know what was wrong with me when I was a kid because fibromyalgia was not like, most doctors did not believe in it. So it took years. When I was 17, I was diagnosed with it, and then, you know, doctors still didn't believe in it then. So I was diagnosed with it 5 additional times in my lifetime. All right, going through all the tests, going through all the pain, and yes, some of those tests are very painful. They put little needles throughout your body and shock you, just to keep getting re-diagnosed because no doctor believed in it. They believed it was something else because they don't believe in fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia was supposedly a thing that they just said if they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, but it's not. It's your brain is misfiring with your pain receptors, and it's causing more pain than it should be. Like, something like this should not hurt, but with fibromyalgia, something like this can hurt you, especially in the back of my neck or behind my knees. Something that gentle feels like someone's stabbing and punching me to death. Stupid brain receptors. So I'm going to shut up. I will show you what I eat for dinner. I will tell you what else I've done today. I'm sorry it's not a very uplifting video. I am lucky that I even did it. I did not want to, but I forced myself to try to help myself, like, feel better. Also, I am going to tell you something that I have been doing because, you know, I suffer from heartburn. Every single night, yes, these are sugar-free. Every single night I've been chewing one of these bad boys because I read how chewing gum can produce a lot of saliva, which will neutralize the acid in your tummy. Knock on wood. For 4 days now, it has been working. If I feel any heartburn, I grab one of those, and I can't do mint. Anything mint makes it worse for me. Some people do peppermint. It does not work. It makes it a million times worse for me. And it seems to be working. So that's what I've been doing every night. I've been, after dinner, chewing one of those, and then I'm fine. I'm not having any issues. So let's hope it stays that way. I will admit one thing, that the other night I did have just three, this big, see this tiny little big, 3, that size of French fries. Yes, I know, it was really hard to stop because they are amazing, but I needed to know, because there's a list of foods that the doctor on the 13th wants to know if it affects me or not, and potatoes is one of them. I already know potatoes don't affect me, as in my stomach gut. Like, I have no throwing up, no heartburn, no nothing from potatoes cooked any which way. So this way, you know, I can verify, because it's been a while since I had fries. And I made sure it was just that, so I didn't go over my carbs. And that's one thing that does suck, is some of the foods that do not affect me at all, like grapes, like plums, like pineapple, potatoes of any kind, other than sweet potatoes. There's a whole list of foods that I can eat that doesn't hurt my tummy, but they're not keto friendly. That is one of the problems here. All the keto vegetables it's very rough on your stomach to process. It causes gas, causes swelling, causes nausea and heartburn in some people, like, and I'm one of those people. If I could just at least be able to eat broccoli again, then I would be happy. And yes, I know a lot of people say, but you don't need vegetables, blah blah blah. Well, sometimes I'm sick of just chicken and bacon, because I can't right now. I haven't been able to eat steak in a long time. I am going to try some porterhouse on the grill this next week and see what happens. I'm just going to eat a few ounces, because maybe it's just the cut, okay? Because I normally can eat London roll, which has no fat, and I'm perfectly fine eating a raw London roll. And when I mean raw, I mean it's pretty raw. So I'm going to try that again. But I know ribeyes have not been selling. Also, the meat's a better quality at Costco. When you buy the expensive one, the grass-feds, the no antibiotics, the no hormones, and I don't have that option right now. But if I could, I was eating red meat all the time until all this started, and I had to go with the ones that I'm not sure what they do to it. It's coming off farms that feed them whatever, and I seem to have issues. So I'm shutting up now because this is a very long video. I will show you what I'm having for dinner. I am having my chicken wrapped in bacon for dinner, and I may or may not try one of these. They just came in. It's 1 net carb, 3 total carbs. Pretty pure ingredients in my opinion. I froze it because it's pure liquid, like a drink, and that wasn't going to happen. I did not want to try it, so I froze it to make it a little snack. So yeah, I'll let you know what I think of it if I try it.